Alright, we got another collection update to do here. And let's see. Up first, we have Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Right here, it has Sarah Jessica Parker and Helen Hunt in it, as well as Shannon Doherty. Not sure how her name's pronounced, but I recognize her name. And Lee Montgomery is in here. This one is PG at 83 minutes and came out in, looks like 1984. I was going to say 2007, but it mentions the 80s in the description, so it would have had to have been a 80s movie. And of course, last I checked, 2007 was not in the 80s. So, alright. Next up, we have Toon Factory, The Girls We Love. Right here. It's another one of those thin cases. And those are the titles included on there, which I'll go ahead and read off. We have More Pep, Be Human, Baby Be Good, Betty Boop's Churchu, Poor Cinderella, The Lost Dream, The Supreme Court, Cat and Caddy, About with a Trout, Betty Boop's Rise to Fame, Betty Boop's Crazy Inventions, Is My Palm Raed, R-A-E-D, Molly Moo Cow and the Butterflies, Bored in Education, bored isn't like, oh man, I'm so bored, Goofy Goofy Gander, and Tarts and Flowers. This is a mixture of black and white, and 120 minutes total, and no rating information isn't included, but I don't think it necessarily needs them for these types of cartoons. So, there we go. Next up, we have Romeo and Juliet right here. And this is a Blu-ray DVD combo. And let's see. It's rated G, 84 minutes long, and it looks like it came out, at least on Blu-ray, in 2011. The movie itself might have come out before then. We have James McAvoy, Emily Blunt, Michael Caine, Maggie Smith, Jason Statham, Patrick Stewart, Jim Cummings, Julie Waters, Ozzy Osbourne, and Dolly Parton and Hulk Hogan in here, with songs by Elton John and Bernie Taupin. So a lot of names I recognize on the back of here. So yeah. And then next up we have Sherlock Gnomes right here. This one is PG. Came out in 2018. Is 86 minutes long. And this one's a Blu-ray DVD combo, so it has 2 discs, like I would expect it to for something like that. Unless it has a Blu-ray bonus disc, then it would have 3. Doesn't provide any cast information down here, but it also has Elton John was a executive producer. So that's interesting. I guess James McAvoy and Emily Blunt return, and Sherlock Gnomes is voiced by Johnny Depp. It says up in the description. I didn't think to look there a second ago. Okay. I've seen Romeo and Juliet, but I haven't seen Sherlock Gnomes. Let's see. Next up, we have. I'll take the slipcover off because it looks the same as the case itself, and that is Gods of Egypt with Nikolaj Coster-Waldau, Gerard Butler, and Geoffrey Rush. I probably mispronounced this guy's name, but I do recognize it. I just don't know how to pronounce it fully. What else is in this? Chadwick Boseman is in here. And we got, this is PG-13 with a runtime of 126 minutes and came out in 2016. Very cool. I don't think there's anything like any inserts. Okay. I had to get the Blu-ray and the DVD individually and kept the Blu-ray case. Next up, we have The Golden Compass. And once again, I'm going to have to take off the slipcover to be able to tell the cast information, but the designs on the front, or in the case, and the slipcover are the same. We have Daniel Craig, Nicole Kidman, and who else? Freddie Highmore, Kathy Bates. So a few names I recognize. Also quite a few I don't. This one's PG-13. 113 minutes, and the release here is in Roman numerals, so I can't really say what that is because I don't read Roman numerals past 10, and this is definitely not 10. So, see if it has regular number on the slipcover. Nope, it doesn't. Okay, well. All right. Next up, we have Gone in 60 Seconds with Nicolas Cage and Angelina Jolie and Robert Duvall, as well as Giovanni Ribisi. Right here. Those are the names I recognize from the front, which is all of them. We also have Christopher Eccleston. And his is the only other name that, in addition to the ones I mentioned already, that I recognize on the back of the case. PG-13, 118 minutes, and looks like it came out in 1995, I think. Or, I don't know. Hold on. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm giving correct information here. I don't think this actually came out in the 90s. But, I mean, it could have. I mean, it references things from 99, 95, and 83. So I'm guessing it's not in the. I'm guessing it didn't come out in the 2000s, but could have just barely. Maybe 2000 itself. I'm not sure. anyway, we'll say it either came out in the year 2000 itself or in 99. So I don't know for certain which it is. Up next, we have a Blu-ray for The Good Dinosaur. I also have a DVD that I bought separately. And I kept this case for it. It's PG, 94 minutes long, and don't see when it came out. This was cut down to fit this particular case, which lends me to believe that it came from a DVD case that was trimmed down to the size of a Blu-ray case, even though it has a Blu-ray symbol on it and a DVD symbol on it. But I want to say the oldest it could be is like 2018, 2019, somewhere in there. So, yeah. The digital code expired in 2021. But anyway, moving on. Next up is The Good Witch's Charm, Magical Mayor. This is I think it's a Hallmark movie. Yeah, I'm not sure. Right here. This one, I don't recognize any of the names listed on the back here. This one came out in 2012. It's not rated, but it's family friendly, and is 87 minutes long. And I did watch this one, and I think it's like one of like 8. I want to say it's like 5 out of 8. There's 7 others. This is the 5th out of 8. But yeah. Good Witch Productions Incorporated 2012, and Art and Design 2014. So this one must have come out after or in closer to 2014 because I'm just confusing myself at this point. We're gonna say the 2012 to 2014 range, and call it good on that. Next up, we have Helen Hunt, Scarlett Johansson, and Tom Wilkinson in A Good Woman. Right here. This one is PG from 2004 and is 93 minutes long. Let's see. We also have recognize one of the act. Is this Tom Wilkinson? If it is, then I only recognize 3 of the names on here. But if that's not Tom Wilkinson, then there's might be one other. Anyway, it's a pretty good one. So, yeah. Moving on. Next up, we have Jackie Chan in Gorgeous right here. Action has never looked this good, according to the case, at least. It's PG-13. Came out in, looks like 2000 or 1999, one of the two. The case is a little dirty. And is 99 minutes long. I haven't watched this one quite yet. I guess it has 28 scenes. From the scene selection, it shows 23 here. Alright. Cast information, we got Jackie Chan. And this is the only name that I recognize on here. Not sure as to the spoken languages. Original dialogue, Cantonese. Addition. Okay, English. It does have English. And English subtitles. Cool. So it was originally in Cantonese. Next up, we have a lenticular case for Gravity. This is a 3D Blu-ray, and DVD combo here. Yeah. Underneath, the case itself looks like this. And it is PG-13. Came out in 2013, 2014, somewhere in there. And is 91 minutes with Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. And that's all for this one. Next up, we have Great Cinema, 15 films. These are Hollywood's most critically acclaimed films. They are all older ones. They have black and white and color options. For some of them are being black and white. Some of them are newer and have, well, newer, not necessarily new. I think the newest one on here is still from like 1975 or something. But the movies included on here are The Snows of Kilimanjaro from 1952, Anna Karenina from 1948, A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court, 1952. That one has Boris Karloff in it. Tale of Two Cities from 1953. That's all on disc 1, side A. Disc 1, side B has Jane Eyre from 1971, George C. Scott. Legend of the Sea Wolf from 1975. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn from 1953. The Jungle Book from 1942. And disc 2, side A has Call the Wild, 1972. Macbeth with Sean Connery from 1961. Of Human Bondage from 1934. Little Men from 1940. And side B of the second disc has The Last Time I Saw Paris from 1954. David Copperfield from 1970. And excuse me, Karina de Bergerac from 1950. And it says, warning, prior to 1968, movies were not rated by the motion picture industry. Some of these movies may contain content appropriate for mature audiences and may not be suitable for children. Next up, we have The Great Outdoors with Dan Aykroyd and John Candy. I just combined their names. My goodness. Okay then. Dan Aykroyd and John Candy. Written by John Hughes. Came out in 1988. Is 91 minutes long. PG. Yeah. Looks like a fun one. Next up, we have The Greatest Showman, which I have 2 DVDs and a Blu-ray of. I need to move down the label a little bit. It's sticking up too far on one side. Okay. Here's the back and the front. Lots of good songs in here. My personal favorite song from this movie was Rewrite the Stars. We got Hugh Jackman, Zac Efron, Zendaya, executive producer James Mangold. The Blu-ray itself came out in 2020 when it was 20th Century Studios, but I think the movie itself came out before that. It's PG, 105 minutes. So yeah. Maybe it did come out in 2020. Not just the Blu-ray for it, but the movie itself. Anyway, good movie. Next up, we have Green Eggs and Ham and Other Favorites. Right here. It's 52 minutes long. Not rated. Originally from 1957, it looks like. It has a bunch of dates right next to each other, 1957, 1960, 1961, and 2003. So, okay then. Next up, we have Green Eggs and Ham Season 1. This one is also not rated, and 348 minutes. Came out in 2020. And it has, looks like 12 episodes. Says it featuring an all-star voice cast including Michael Douglas and Adam Devine and executive producer Ellen DeGeneres. The episodes are Here, Car, Train, Fox, Dark, Box, Mouse, Rain, Goat, House, Boat, There, and Anywhere. So yeah. Next up, we have Gromit's Tail Wagged DVD. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. It could be because it's 10:07 at night. But yeah, this has Wallace and Gromit star in Cracking Contraptions, 10 mini shorts, featuring more of Wallace's zany inventions and the hilarious dilemmas they always create. Making of the Were-Rabbit, The Amazing World, Wallace and Gromit, and Gromit's favorite scenes. It is not rated, and I don't see a runtime on here. It came out in 2006. Okay. Next up, we have Guilty Conscience with Anthony Hopkins, and I don't recognize the other two names on the front here, but here we go. I don't recognize any of the other names on the back, just Anthony Hopkins. It's rated 13 for adult situations. Doesn't say PG-13, just says 13. It is 95 minutes long. Oh, yawning is starting to get really annoying because it's interrupting my speech. And came out in 2003. So, glare on this thing. One disadvantage to having an overhead light in the room that you make videos in is the glare on the cases from above. See, like that, all that glare because of the overhead light right over here. Next up, we have Gulliver's Travels with Jack Black, which has a sticker for 4/19/2011 on it. So I'm guessing it came out around then. Yes. 20th Century Studio or 20th Century Fox 2010 and 2011 on the case as well. So I'm guessing that's the DVD release, and it was released in theaters in 2010 perhaps. Anyway, we have Jack Black, Jason Segel, Emily Blunt. Those are the names I recognize on here. And it's 85 minutes long. I should check this one out. I've seen a version of Gulliver's Travels, but I don't think I've seen this particular one. All right. Next stack. Next up, we have Groundhog Day with Bill Murray. Right here. This one is 101 minutes long, PG, and came out in 1993. And Bill Murray's is the only name that I recognize on the back of the thing here. So, yeah. Whew. I need to try and stop yawning, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to get through the rest of these in a timely manner. I'm trying to get through 3 stacks in this video. Next up, we have Grown Ups 1 and 2. That's Adam Sandler, Kevin James, Chris Rock, David Spade, and Rob Schneider. Looks like, is that it just, or no? No, that's Chris Rock. Seeing if there's any additional names listed on the back that I recognize. Nope, not for the first one. And not for the second one either. Okay. They're both PG-13. First one came out in 2010, the second one came out in 2013. The first one's 102 minutes, and the second is 101 minutes. I think they might have been on the same disc together. Yep. Same disc. Cool. All right. Next up, we have Halloween Town and Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge. I think these ones are also on the same disc. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Because it just says disc 1, DVD plus bonus. Or movie plus bonus. So they're both TV PG. The first one's 84 minutes. The second one is 81 minutes. And they had a 2005 DVD release. That doesn't necessarily mean they both came out in 05. I think there might have been a little bit of time in between each one. Unless they're a direct video and they put them both out at the same time. That's possible. As far as the cast is concerned, we have Debbie Reynolds, I should say. Joey Zimmerman for the first one, and for the second one, I recognize those same two names. Okay. Yeah. Next up, we have Halloween Town High and Return to Halloween Town Ultimate Secret Edition. Right here. These ones were on separate discs. Halloween Town High is TVG. Has the same names that I recognize from the first two on here. It's 82 minutes. Then Return to Halloween Town is TV PG again. And Sarah Paxton joined the cast here. This one had a 2019 DVD release for these two. And I could double check on Disney Plus sometime to see if they like the actual release years, if both of them were from 2019 and both of them of these two were from 2005, or if that's just when the DVD releases were. I can double check on Disney Plus for that, just kind of for my own information. Next up, we have Hanging Up with Meg Ryan, Diane Keaton, Lisa Kudrow, and Walter Matthau. The case got a little folded awkwardly. That's why there's kind of a strange seam running through it, the front. Let's see if I recognize any other additional names on the back of the case here. Nope. It's PG-13, came out in 2000, and is 95 minutes long. I don't recognize any of the additional names on the back here, so there we go. Next up is Happy Feet 1. This is a Blu-ray. Is it a Blu-ray DVD combo, or did I buy the DVD separate? I think I bought the DVD separate because I'm only seeing the Blu-ray logo on here. Okay then. So just the Blu-ray. I did get the DVD separately though. And let's see. This one is PG, 108 minutes, came out in 2006. And as far as the cast is concerned, we have Elijah Wood, Robin Williams, Brittany Murphy, Hugh Jackman, Nicole Kidman, Hugo Weaving, and Steve Irwin being the names that I recognize. Yeah, I recognize quite a few names there. Nice. Then I got an individual DVD and then a Blu-ray. I believe this is a Blu-ray DVD combo. Yes, there's 2 spaces there for Happy Feet 2. And this one, based on the front of the case, has Elijah Wood, Robin Williams, Brad Pitt, Matt Damon. Who else? Hugo Weaving again. And those are the names that I recognize. This one came out in 2011. It is 99 minutes long and also PG, like the original. So that's cool. Okay. Next up, I do also have the first one for this, but I only have a case for the second. And that is Happily Never After 2. Snow White, Another Bite, the @ the apple. So like another bite at the apple, but instead of AT, they use the @ symbol. Right here. And the first one's really funny. I haven't seen this one in a long time, though. Let's see. Oh, come on, where's the cast information? It has executive producers listed twice for some reason. Executive producers. Okay, I guess this doesn't have cast information listed. That's interesting. It is not rated, from 2008 and 70 minutes long. So yeah, nothing on the inside didn't indicate the cast either. That's weird. All right. Next up, one I have 2 copies of is Harry and the Henderson. This one has let's see, John Lithgow, and a bunch of other names that I don't recognize on here. It is PG, came out in 1987, and is an hour 51 minutes. And is a Universal property. Interesting. Next up, we have Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which I have the whole trilogy for these, triple formatted. I still want to see the 4th and 5th one, but those ones don't exist yet. We have Eddie Redmayne, Ezra Miller, Jon Voight, Colin Farrell, very briefly, Johnny Depp at the end. And then it's set in 1926 New York. It's PG-13, 133 minutes. And I believe the first one came out in 2016. Is that right? Possibly. So 2016 is what we're going with here. and I thought this one was pretty good. Here's the back of the case and the front. Then we have Fantastic Beasts 2, The Crimes of Grindelwald. This one has Jude Law and as Dumbledore, a young Dumbledore, and Johnny Depp as title character Grindelwald. Much of the returning cast. This one, I think, came out in 2018, PG-13, and is 134 minutes. Like I said, I have the whole trilogy triple formatted, but I decided to keep just the 4K cases for the first two, and the DVD and the Blu-ray case for the most recent one from... When did the most recent one come out? Looks like 2022. Yeah. This one has a recast for Grindelwald, which, understandable. It's PG-13, 143 minutes. This one has trying to think of the guy's name. Yeah, can't think of that actor's name. Maybe it's on the back of this one. It isn't. Oh, bother. Anyway, I can't think of the guy's name for some reason. But he does a really good job. Next up, we have the main Harry Potter movies. We have Year 1, Sorcerer's Stone, which is getting a HBO series this Christmas, which I'm going to have to wait for it to come on physical media because we don't have HBO. And Mom doesn't want to get HBO. This one originally came out in, I think, 2001, but the 4K version came out in 2017, it looks like. And if you want to talk about iconic movies, this entire 8-movie franchise, original franchise of Harry Potter, definitely iconic. Got Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, Emma Watson, Warwick Davis, Richard Griffith, Robbie Coltrane, Richard Harris, Ian Hart, Alan Rickman, Fiona Shaw, Maggie Smith, Julie Walters, and music by the phenomenal John Williams. This one's PG. Has two versions. It has a theatrical version, 152 minutes, and an extended version, 159 minutes. Both are still PG, so that's good. Yeah. Next up, we have Chamber of Secrets, which is the second one. This one has a lot of the returning cast, as well as Jason Isaacs, who plays Lucius Malfoy. And oh, what's the guy's name? I know the character's name. He's also the director of the first Thor movie. He plays Professor Lockhart in this. Is it Kenneth Branagh? I'm not sure how this name's pronounced, but I think that's the one that I'm thinking of. This one's PG. Also has theatrical and extended versions. The theatrical is 161 minutes, and the extended version is 174 minutes. Yeah. Fiona Shaw plays Aunt Petunia. Anyway, I don't want to spend too long on any one title trying to figure things out. Then we have the third one, Prisoner of Azkaban. As a point of reference, with the exception of Deathly Hallows Part 1, I have all the original 8 Harry Potter movies on 4K. I haven't been able to find a 4K for Deathly Hallows Part 1 yet. But this one adds Gary Oldman to the mix, and I can't think of the guy's real name, but it also has Wormtail in it, Peter Pettigrew. Don't know the actor. I don't remember the actor's name though. We also got Professor Lupin in this, and Emma Thompson joined the was shown in here as Professor Trelawney. I don't think she was in the first two. Yeah, this one's PG and 142 minutes long. And yeah. Then we have Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This is year 4. This one had Ralph Fiennes enter the bunch as Voldemort at the end. It also had Robert Pattinson as Cedric Diggory. Couldn't think of his name at first. Jason Isaacs again. This one is PG-13. First 3, I think, are all PG. Yeah. So this one is the first PG-13 of the franchise and is 157 minutes long. Originally came out in 2005. The third one came out in 2004. And then next up, we have Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. This is year 5. And right here. This one had, in addition to the returning cast members, this one also has Helena Bonham Carter as Bellatrix Lestrange, or Lestrange, however you want to pronounce it. I think the audiobooks pronounce it Lestrange, but in the movie it's Bellatrix Lestrange, which is how I would personally elect to pronounce it. Yeah. This one also introduces Professor Umbridge, and I guess technically reintroduces Cornelius Fudge. He was also in Goblet of Fire and Prisoner of Azkaban. This one's also PG-13, 138 minutes long. This one came out in 2007. Yeah. Okay. Last stack for the night. We have the audiobook version of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince right here, which I keep with the movies. It has 17 discs right here. I should probably open up each of these because they all have different designs on them. So you have this design on the front for discs 1 through 4. Some art on the inside here. And then here's the back of the thing there with a bunch of information on it. Then we have this image on there and that one there with these images as well on there. We have the dark mark on this one with a bunch of that information on there. Here we are. Trying to make sure when I put these back in here that the image isn't upside down or anything like that. Then we have this one, which that's the seal of the Ministry for Magic. And a column. Here we go. And last up, we have this, that, that. The reason that matters is because it has that when you have them all in there properly. Like that. Actually, I could flip them over this way. Yeah. Then we have the Half-Blood Prince movie, which is PG and 153 minutes long. Came out in 2009. Don't think this one added any newer cast members, but anyway. Yeah. Next up, I also have the audiobooks the audiobook thing for Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. And this one also has 17 discs. And this one has a runtime on it. Total, this one is 21 hours long. I imagine that based on the previous one also having 17 discs, that it was probably the same runtime. But we'll see. See if I end up being right about that. Here's the image that forms on the side. Here's the top. And in there like that. Here's the thing for the second disc, or set of discs. Third one here. For thieves. Let's drop that. And there's that. All right. Next up, as I mentioned before, I haven't been able to find a 4K for this one yet, and that is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. This is a Blu-ray DVD combo. I had a pre-existing DVD as well. Yeah. This one is PG-13, 146 minutes. Came out in 2010. Doesn't say who plays Dobby on here, but it's Toby Jones from the MCU. He played the voice of the guy that plays Dobby was Arnim Zola in Captain America: The First Avenger, as well as The Winter Soldier and What If. Same guy. There's James and Oliver Phelps. Those are the Weasley twins. Yeah. Okay. And then I have a 4K for Deathly Hallows Part 2 right here. This one is PG-13 and 131 minutes. Came out in 2011. Yeah. Next up, we have Harry Potter 20th Anniversary Return to Hogwarts. And this came out just before Robbie Coltrane passed away, so he was able to be in this. It's not rated. Came out in, looks like 2022, and is 103 minutes long. Come on. It's in one of these like cardboard sleeve things. These guys sometimes are hard to get things out of. Yeah, right here. Don't think Alan Rickman was able to be in this one because I think he had passed away before this came out. So that's a bit of a sad note there, but a lot of the characters were able to, or actors that played characters in this were able to return. And Bonnie Wright and Tom Felton are among them. That's their character names were Ginny Weasley and Draco Malfoy. So yeah. And then we have Harry Potter: A History of Magic. Here. This one came out in, looks like maybe 2017. And is 59 minutes long. Doesn't really need a rating, I guess. Yeah. All right. Next up, we have The Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy. I have a Blu-ray and a DVD. Got both separately and kept the Blu-ray case. We got, like I said, Eddie Murphy, and Terrence Stamp, Wallace Shawn, Jennifer Tilly. PG, 88 minutes long. Looks like it had a Blu-ray release of 2006. I think I want to say the movie itself came out in like 05. Yeah, anyway. Almost done here. We got 4 more cases, 5 counting this one. So, up next we have Healed by Grace. And it is 111 minutes long from 2012. And it has the Dove Foundation's seal of approval for ages 12 and up. Family approved for ages 12 and up. Yeah. That's all I have to say there. Next up, we have Pooh's Heffalump movie. I also have Pooh's Heffalump Halloween movie, but I don't have a case for that one anymore. So here's this. This one had a DVD release of 2005. It's rated G, 68 minutes long, and it has been forever since I've seen this one, so I don't really have a whole lot to say about it. I've watched the Halloween version more recently than I've watched the regular one. And then we have Help, I Shrunk My Parents. Help, I Shrunk My Parents. It'd be funnier if it was Help, I Shrunk My Teacher, honestly. Although it looks like the teacher might have gotten shrunk too. But this one is not rated. Came out in looks like 2015, maybe. It is 99 minutes long and looks really funny. I should check this one out. It looks really funny. I've seen other I Shrunk the type things, like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. I've seen all those. I haven't seen this one for some reason. I don't really have a valid reason for why I haven't. It's a gap in my viewing, I guess. Next up, we have Tom Selleck in Her Alibi. And let's see. I think the person needing an alibi, I think she is Polina Porezkova. I probably butchered her name. I'm sorry about that. It's PG-13. Came out in 1989 and is 94 minutes long. And it's in one of these annoying paper cases. But has this on the inside. She had accidentally shot him in the butt with an arrow, and was in this particular screenshot is trying to remove said arrow from him. So I guess she's not an archer, or not a very good archer at least. I have seen this. It was really funny. But yeah, I think it's safe to say she is not a good archer. Last up is technically a 5-movie collection, but my case only covers 4 of them, and that is the Herbie the Love Bug collection. I have all 5 of them, but I had the first one separate, and this had the other 4. This one has Herbie the Love Bug, Herbie Rides Again, Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo, and Herbie Goes Bananas. There's also Herbie Fully Loaded that I got separately. I no longer have a case for that one, but here we are. And the runtimes in that same order are 108 minutes, 88 minutes, 105 minutes, and 102 minutes. I don't remember the runtime for Fully Loaded, but I do remember that one had Lindsay Lohan and Michael Keaton as a father-daughter duo. Yeah. This 4-movie collection came out in 2012. The titles themselves, I think, date back to like the 80s, I want to say, 70s, 80s, thereabouts. They're all rated G, all 5 of them. And yeah, that is it for this particular collection update video. We're at 1 hour and 6 minutes, so if you made it all the way through this video, put Groundhog Day down below in the comments section to prove you made it all the way through this. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.